a late-night rescue after a runner plunges through a storm drain, waiting there for hours in waist-deep water before finally being pulled out. Doug Reardon spoke with the pair of rescuers who helped her get out, potentially saving her life. He's live now from where it happened. So, Doug, how are they feeling about this? And more importantly, how's the runner doing today?
Well, Michelle, a lot better than they were all doing yesterday. It wasn't one unlike today, a little wet, a little dreary, and a little rainy. So I got to tell you, I can't imagine what was going through that runner's mind after she fell into this storm drain right here. And for that matter, I can't imagine what was going through the minds of the two young men who rescued her. They pulled up on the side of the road after the jogger says about 20 cars had already come by. She flagged them down with this piece of styrofoam. And so what they thought was just a Halloween prank actually turned out to be more of a life or death situation. It's a gloomy Wednesday, and this storm drain on Division Avenue is filled with rain, just what it was meant to be filled with. But Tuesday night, on their way back from grabbing a bite to eat, two friends came across something that wasn't supposed to be in there. Actually, more like someone.
And we both looked at each other and were like, what was that?
We thought it was a Halloween prank.
It was no prank. A jogger out for a late-night run stepped down on the drain cover the wrong way, causing it to shift. She plunged into the waist-deep water, too far below the street surface to climb out herself. Desperate and scared, she managed to find a piece of styrofoam and waved it out through the top of the cover to signal for help. After nearly 2.5 hours of waving, help finally arrived.
And we were looking and we're like, holy cow, there's a shoe, and the styrofoam thing kept wiggling. And they're like, oh my goodness, that's an arm sticking out of the manhole cover.
Jay jumped out and looked at it, and there was a lady down there. And we're like, are you all right? What's going on?
This video, taken by Jay, shows the moment the two realized there was somebody inside that manhole.
How did you end up down there?
I fell in, and this fell down on top.
Doing what any good Samaritan would, they helped her out and called the police.
Then she was like being very nice and was like, no, I don't want to get in your car and get it all dirty, but we told her just get in, it doesn't matter, you need to warm up. Are you think you hurt or no? Holy cow. The only thing she said to us was her head kind of hurt a little bit and possibly like her ankle type of deal, but obviously going through a hole when you're not expecting it, that can bust you up.
That jogger didn't want to go on camera, but says that she's feeling better and has no major injuries. Plus, she's feeling lucky that these two were around to help. As for whether the boys will be playing any pranks this Halloween,
No, not really.
Safe to say they've had their fill of tricks for 1 year. Yeah, so obviously big props to both Jay and Brandon, who, as we said, were like one of 20 cars to pull over as that jogger was signaling for help. Now, we also reached out to the Kent County Road Commission today. They said they weren't aware of the incident until we made them aware of it. We told them what happened, and they were baffled. Jay and Brandon told us even the police officers who responded last night were looking at this thing saying, hey, first time for everything, and of course, hopefully a last time. The Kent County Road Commission, they sent out crews today to secure this manhole cover. And they are warning people that with slippery weather like this, it's just best to avoid them. They also have a problem with people taking these manhole covers to smelt them down, maybe sell them for scrap metal. So oftentimes you may come across one of these where there is no cover. So they say just in general, best if you just stay away from them. Live today in Cutlerville, Doug Reardon, Fox 17 News.
She certainly is lucky. Thanks for that, Doug, tonight.